Northbound, southbound, it's all about the way I feel when the wheels go round and around.
Thank you for coming along on this adventure. I thought I'd kind of utilize this time that we have on the road to talk about something that's kind of been on my mind, and that is masochism. In 2016, I believe, the winter of 2016, I decided to move onto the land. I wanted to see what my limits were in terms of being able to live freely on the land in extreme temperatures. Onto a mountain that was about 7,000 feet elevation. So I got a lot of weather that winter, a lot of snow, a lot of ice, freezing temperatures, but hey, I made it. I did have, a little Mr. Buddy heater and, a truck, so it wasn't completely roughing it just out in the middle of like an igloo or something, but it did test my limits. I was looking for validation and, victory in pain, and that is not good. It's not good for your health. It's not good for your stability, your sanity, to be pushing yourself in those dangerous ways. And ever since then, I'm glad I did it, because I learned heavy lesson to take care of myself. No one else is going to do it. Being gentle with yourself is really one of the things that we kind of have to learn. It's almost like we have to learn how to reparent ourselves and teach ourselves a healthy way of living. A big interest of mine has been living off-grid and finding different ways to experience a better life that is more self-sufficient and sustainable. I've definitely been interested in EarthShips for a long time. I really love the fact that they have food production as well as like renewable energy all in one, so it's just like this totally self-contained biotecture, and it's just something that I've been interested in and wanted to explore for a while. Slow and steady wins the race. So back to the subject. It's not beneficial for us, especially as sensitive souls. We're already going through the max. Just our everyday living situation takes a toll on us. We don't need to pile on the pain. We don't need to create situations that are going to put us into a struggle. Since that winter that I tested my limits, things are different, to say the least. I started to really respect myself after that, since I saw how much pain I'd put myself through and actually how much it affected other people around me as well. I really wanted to learn how to take care of myself in better ways. And ever since then, I really started supporting myself. I really started giving myself, my ample needs, taking care of everything that needed to be in line for myself. The winter after that, I rented a room with like a spa jacuzzi in it. This time it's like, okay, how can I make this the most fun situation possible? What would be what I want? What would I want to experience, But I feel like I kind of had to go through the ringer, like we're not always so gentle on ourselves. Sometimes we can be our own worst enemies. But I've really made a pledge to myself that, I'm not going to do that anymore. It's not necessary. Because I know, especially when you're on a divine path. You're devoted to your spiritual purpose. A lot of times we can justify that spiritual masochism, that dogmatic attitude of we will only find our worth through, punishment. And it's that programming is totally done. We're at the end of that, where we're actually saying, okay, wow, we're being given this beautiful experience. Yes, we have to continue working to evolve, but how can we make this fun at the same time? How can we continue to be comfortable and feeling good and feeling loved through, harsh circumstances? And again, that Bashar quote that I always use, I always go back to that, is circumstances don't matter. Your state of being matters. So even if you are in rough circumstances, your life doesn't look the way you want it to, things are not going well, it's your state of being, it's your intention that you're setting for yourself that matters. And that's what you're going to start to experience. I heard something the other day that really caught my eye. This man on this video was saying, he said, how can I change something in me to see the reflection that I want to see? So the world is us pushed out. Whatever intention we set for ourselves, whatever we find in ourselves is going to be the reflection we see out there in the world. To survive and to live a good, stable, balanced life, you really have to go out of your way to find out what your true needs are, what are your true values for your life. So this lifestyle that I'm embarking on now is very much in line with what my soul is asking of me. So you can see that it's different for everyone, but you just have to really sit with yourself and find out what your true needs are. Because for me, living on the road and traveling and being out in nature, this is pure luxury. And I'm doing it according to my own values. So there is no more masochism. There is no more self-sacrifice. It's unneeded, It's very unnecessary. So we can definitely do what we want, push forward towards those goals that bring us happiness, and just continue to find that sweetness that life offers us. It's there. And I hope you find it for yourself as well.